Go ahead.
with technology and everything, like what can we do as creatives that the labels, like what can they do that we can't?
It is kind of like it's artists out here who eating, bro. They independent. They own they shit. You may not know them, and you may not know them. I might not know them, but they make 100,000 a month and like off shows and merch and streaming and shit. And they not even a household name, but they got a crib. They got the couple, 3, 4 cars that they want, and they got the crib and Calabasas that they want. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's because of streaming, niggas is able to eat in a way that wasn't possible back in the day. You needed a record deal to get that type of bread off your music back in the day. Nowadays, it's just a different game, right? So it's people who, but remember, we don't know them. Now, the question is that person happy with that level they at? I could see myself being in that position and being like, bro, I don't need to be a household name, bro. I'm straight. Like I got ownership, number one. So I'm gonna get these back ends forever. Monthly, this coming to me and my family and my team. I could be happy with this, and I could be happy with that at the end of the day, and I'm comfortable. Like I'm cool. I'm not starving. I'm straight. You could have that mindset, or you could be like, you could still want Drake's spot. So you got a decision to make from that point. Like, should I go ahead and sign? I think I've taken myself as high as I possibly could. I'm straight. I'm not a starving artist. I'm successful. I'm just not successful to the masses. Do I want to? Then I think when you trying to cross over that threshold, when you want to be a superstar, label might need a label. I do believe you could be successful. It's just only so far you can get. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can reach a Drake type of status independent. I don't think that's possible. Unless like that artist, I don't know, man. What if you at that level and Drake like you, Drake hear about you, and he give you a feature or something. Now you are known,
bro, a fucking retweet.
I'd imagine that would be
some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
As an independent artist, like to get to that level and to stay independent, I can only imagine just how much shit you'd have to just have under control. You know what I'm saying?
And how much money you need to be spending. Your income needs to be crazy, or it's gonna it's either your income is like say what the middle class income or something like that. You're gonna have to. It's may take a longer time versus if say you're blessed to make like 6 figures or something like that, and you say, "Oh, I want to do this as a hobby," and then you're able to dump as much money into it as you can because money is an issue. Money's holding us back.
100%.
So then maybe that's what it is, but at the same time, it's almost like at the end of the day, it all revolves around the art. Because if Drake went independent artist, that man would damn near be a billionaire. Because I mean, granted, he had the Young
would
Money.
Would he be as big as he is?
Would he?
But there's a thing. He had the Young Money push when we were in like middle school. But then after that, like we think of Drake, we don't really think any other label, even though OVO is his label and that's his brand. It's just like we don't. I don't really think of OVO when I think of Drake. I just think of Drake. Like Drake is bigger than any label out there. So had Drake's independent and just kept releasing the music.
You don't need their notoriety. You need their resources. Their resources are nonetheless.
So maybe it's something that I can't see resource-wise.
You don't see it, but you see that billboard when you're driving down the E-way.
That's true.
And the label got him that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything. The label is responsible for making put me in front of all the eyes you possibly can. Like, put me on. Nigga, I want to perform at the Grammys. Nigga, I want to put me on. Get me seen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's just certain things that's I don't know if they possible without that type of without the machine. You know what I'm saying? So it really come down to the end of the day what you own. But that's the beauty though. That's the new beauty is that you have that decision. Do I want to go? I just made $90,000 last month. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. Like, I'm super straight. I'm making this. And when I say that 90,000, I'm not saying that like I just hit a lick and got like a once in an occasional like a rare like show placement. This is like this is residual. Thing, I get that. I've been getting 90 to 120 every month for the past like 12 months. So like this shit is on cruise control at this point.
Ooh, damn, bro.
Niggas living like that. Niggas is living like that. That's a y'all know Larry June?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
oh my God.
It's a lot
bro.
of Larry Junes. It's a lot of Larry Junes out there, bro,
who is low key
who living like that. Now, he
That's
don't
really
have
who I
to.
was thinking about as he was explaining. I was like, it's probably Larry June.
And motherfuckers can just walk to the
That's
store.
not a rarity, bro. Niggas is,
I'm already
that's the
knowing,
only
bro.
example that's on the top of my head. But y'all, a lot of niggas don't know Larry June, though.
He put me on Larry.
A lot of niggas don't know, dude. Nyla, stop, man. You sit the fuck down, man. I'm gonna let you out in a minute, man. Look ugly. She know I'm talking to her.
But yeah, that's a perfect example where it's just like if
That's the beauty, bro.
I have that vision for us. I have us. I don't know how exactly it's gonna come, but the vision in my mind is like just off podcasting alone, because he's a model. So just off podcasting alone, if I'm gonna be able to get like shit, not even 90 grand, if I'm able to make 10 grand a month, or some shit like that,
5 grand a month.
5 grand, 10 grand a month, and do some shit like that, and just be able
I think it's running low.
to get I got the battery full, bro. Or want to continue what y'all was doing?
No, we was just closing out on how it's a beautiful new space of music where you can eat. Where you can eat and thrive in this shit without being, you know what I'm saying, without it being mandatory that you sign a deal.
Or
I
you
think
can
that's cool.
still live a normal life. Like because I have faith in us, and when we really get to where we're going, I still want to be able to go to the store and not be like, oh my god,
I think about that, bro.
fuck, like I don't want that
good,
shit.
That's good vision. For
Yes.
you to even be thinking about that right now. Fame is I see fame being like the coolest shit ever. Like everybody knowing you everywhere you go for like maybe like that shit got like a short expiration date on it though. I feel like that shit gonna be raw as hell.
For like
Just
a
that
week.
who don't want to be recognized? For you work so hard for something, who don't want to be?
Facts.
Who don't want to be appreciated and acclaimed
Yeah,
for what
everybody
they
loves
do?
you, they're giving you stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm
this,
saying?
this, and
Everybody
that.
fuck with you. It's a good feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go to the store, niggas want pictures with you. It's cool, but I can see after like maybe like a year, niggas just want to go to Walmart, bro. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
niggas can't, like Meek, Jay-Z, them niggas can't.
You can't live a
drink.
normal life anymore.
Ain't no going to the gas station, no
None of that,
little
bro.
bitty shit. So
Sitting outside somebody's house just kicking it. You can't
do that.
I think about that.
the little things that make life like dope, like going to sit in a barbershop. But like I've gotten my haircut and sat at a barbershop for like 2 hours after because I just enjoy kicking it
do
there.
that.
You can't do that shit
I definitely think about that. I thought that was just me who think like that.
No, I mean,
I know everybody excited for fame. You know, we in the clout era. Everybody want to be famous these days.
They don't see the repercussions of fame. You know what I'm saying?
I see the other end though. You know, that's just me. That's my personality too, bro. I'm not like I told y'all earlier. Before outside this rap shit, you know, I'm reserved. I be chilling, man. So you know, a nigga like me definitely don't want niggas running up to me and shit all the time. But it's gonna be love. You know what I'm saying? Meeting fans and shit gonna be cool. I just see both sides of it. I could definitely see myself getting over that fame shit rather quickly. Being like, all right, this shit kind of
whack.
shit kind of overwhelming, man. I don't know about this. I think that's why a lot of people go crazy too.
Think about
I
all
don't
the
think
people
fame
taking
is for
drugs.
everybody. Yeah, that niggas gonna all type of shit. This shit get deep.
Yeah,
I think this shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas go to LA, get lost, motherfucking like just get lost in the life, bro.
I hear horror stories of people who go to LA to pursue this or pursue that, but then they end up losing themselves.
Hey, that shit ain't for the weak.
drugs
bro.
or whatever.
That shit ain't for the weak, man. This fame shit. I don't want to speak like I'm famous and shit. Well, I'm gonna say that fame shit, like that whole life.
Can
the whole
people walk up
celebrity.
on you and recognize you, randoms?
Occasionally?
So you're not famous. I wouldn't say like.
You recognizable.
I'm on my way. I'm
Recognizable.
on
There
the
you
way.
go.
I'm on my
You're
way.
you're recognizable.
Yeah.
You're recognizable.
I get an occasional. Yeah, you rap, don't you? Yeah. You feel me? It'd be a little bit of that here and there, but I ain't what's name yet. But nonetheless, that life, bro, that shit you gotta have a strong mind to be able to deal with that shit. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure a lot of them probably go to therapy too, like celebrity 100%,
100%, bro.
stuff
When you
like
think,
that.
bro, fame is not a normal. That shit just
It's not
nothing
at
about
all,
it is
bro.
normal.
Nothing.
It come with a lifestyle that's appealing. So I know why everybody want to be famous, bro. But to be known everywhere you go is not like, you know what I'm saying? That's too much of anything is bad for you, bro. And that's like just too much. A social life is what you need, but that's too fucking. We social creatures.
Well, is it even
that's too much? It's too much.
Is it even a social life at that point? Because you're not really socializing.
yeah,
Because
right.
I mean I'm a social person, but
I
if
think anything that relates to other people, you know, you throw the word social
Okay.
applies, but I get you though. It's literally too many people to be social with. You can't talk to.
you know what I'm saying, like it has to be one-on-one thing. Because I don't want to talk to every single person on the fucking planet.
Yeah, it's also not possible.
I feel like I would be super skeptical too, because like unless like they were already successful and we were just having a conversation, but if it was someone that was like either trying to get in or whatever, I'm like, why are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you trying to get? From
Even
me,
down
type
to
shit.
that remind me of females instantly. Like you gotta want now that you famous, you gotta wonder Or females, people, niggas in general, people who just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Get on.
People who just are the people who coming around. You got to wonder about everybody.
Yeah.
That sucks. Do you feel that way now?
Hell yeah. I don't know why I just did that. Did all of that shit. Yeah, niggas be trying to. I just act like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I act blind. I play dumb. You know what I'm saying? I act like I don't see nothing. I know everything. But you know what I'm saying? I just act dumb. You know what I'm saying? Niggas definitely wouldn't be so buddy if I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't have a little something slight going on you know what I'm saying, on the rap side. For sure. Niggas just be befriending shit a little fast and it be obvious. Like, nigga, like I don't know y'all like that, but all right, bro. Whatever. Niggas be trying to get in where they fit in. For sure.
That's some shit you gotta learn the hard way though. Like for me, like like me, right? I was sheltered as a kid. He was really my only friend. And then the other friends I had came from being friends with him. So really only friends with him. Like now that I'm out and I really started to get older and I developed my own friendships, I've learned different levels of, and I'm still learning different levels of, okay, when you go be cool with somebody, you got to understand it's not just y'all grew up and knew each other. You don't know this person. There's steps and levels to meeting people. Like I've always told myself, like I know how to talk, but learning how to communicate is different.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing for me. Learning, you can talk however the fuck you want, but learning how to talk to people, picking up on social cues, meeting new people, all this shit is new to me, man. Even like just being here, like this shit is new, bro. Like yesterday, man, I'm like, oh man, I was talking to my girl, I'm like, tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
This shit ain't nothing.
I was just like, damn, like what? I was like, damn, like what if you don't want to talk?
Nah, I wouldn't. Like, well, but you do have to consider that because niggas is weird. But no,
You know what I'm
saying?
Weird, bro.
Yeah, niggas be weird. Niggas will accept the interview. Niggas will agree to do an interview and don't want to talk.
The whole time.
I would hate to have like you remember when the Migos used to do interviews in the beginning?
Exactly.
No disrespect to the Migos, them niggas wouldn't speak.
Just
Literally
just not answer the question. I'm like, so
Rappers teams be making them like, you know what I'm saying? They be making them like you need press helps you get out there. So they be having to do them press runs. So they don't be wanting to do them. It wasn't as simple as this case where you ask like directly. If niggas was to ask the Migos, do they want to interview? They'd probably leave them on red, but that should be influenced. They be damn near forced to do it. So I get it in that sense a little bit. A little bit.
I'm thinking about the times of the shows. Like Breakfast Club is what time in the morning, and then right after that they gotta go to another.
They changed the way they did it though, but yeah.
You're gonna get a less energetic version of me for sure in early in the morning like that. I don't look forward to getting up at 9 in the morning for Breakfast Club.
And then we sitting here talking to you, answer you questions and shit. You're gonna be like, I'm tired as fuck, bro. I'm hungry and I'm ready to go.
And then you got another interview right after.
Right.
So
they be on. You gotta remember they in New York doing a run.
Press runs.
Yeah, they not here for that. They here to talk to everybody.
See, that's the part of media I don't like. I don't like how
you finna go to 12 interviews and
I don't like that
the
shit.
same questions.
Right.
They finna ask the same shit.
Quality over quantity. I would like, for example, Drake or any of our bigger artists, they'll do one interview every like 3 years.
Exactly.
I like that versus just
one long one. Like, they just had Drake did the Rap Radar, had
3 hours. It was like that shit was like 4 hours.
It was hella long. It was needed though. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear from you much, so just give us one extensive one.
But like, but I just hate how a lot of things are repeated and that there's so much repeated shit with the same questions. Like, and I don't like that. And one thing I want us to do with our platforms on how to break that formula and then get into a cycle of our own where it's just like we are giving the people directly what they want to hear. And if it can't be everybody because we can't appease everybody, but at least it's what we want to hear. And there's somebody out there like us. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like how in media, everything, the same questions. Like when I pull up on people and I talk to them, like when I did P, for example, like I'll look back and see, okay, did he do any interviews here? Did they ask him this question? I'm not asking him this.
You did your due diligence.
I'm
bro.
not
You can
asking him
tell.
that.
You can tell when you watch these interviews too. When you watch somebody press run, when it's an artist you're a fan of or something, and you see you might watch their Breakfast Club and they
Hot 97
or whoever else, Angie Martinez, and you could tell when maybe Angie didn't pay no attention to the other interviews. Bad example because Angie do a great job, but
Hall of Famer. I'd love to meet you one day.
For sure.
So now, speaking of P and everything, let's get back to you for a second. Tell me about the beginning of Rich Vision from your perspective.
Well, Rich Vision was just Rich Vision is what was that shit was born from. That was P's transition from rapper to most. From rapper to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, more of a like a.
His ass like a Diddy, just Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna say like less Biggie, more. Imagine if Biggie said, I ain't fucking with this shit no more. I'm a, he morph himself into Puff. You know what I'm saying? Just turn it to a different thing, take on a different role and title. We was two rappers at first. P said, this ain't, I'm gonna get behind you. He told you the whole story.
He did.
You're like, man, he made the very pivotal decision.
Big sacrifice.
Super duper, man. I always, that shit, man, I don't even know, man. That shit make me go back I get in deep thought every time this shit even come up in conversation because I forget about it sometimes, but yeah. Pivotal, man.
It humbles you.
Yeah, pivotal, bro. Blessed to have niggas like that around me. Everybody want to be in the camera, bro. Everybody want to be in the spotlight. Everybody want to be. I used to do my first shows. Everybody, niggas hopping all on stage. Niggas just want to be. Everybody hopping on stage. I ain't seen some of these niggas in so motherfucking long. Niggas that everybody ain't trying to support you. Some niggas literally just want to be seen.
Yeah.
Let me get on the stage.
And don't have nothing to provide once they get seen. That's the funniest shit. That'd be the funniest part.
So that's the world we live in, bro. People get a lot of satisfaction out of simply being seen, bro. Niggas just want attention, bro. So to have a P in your circle, you know what I'm saying? We was rapping side by side. We was in this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Literally a duo like motherfucking Ray Shrimmer or if the Migos had one less person, the same thing. He said, man, he could have removed himself completely. Like, I'm just not rapping no more and I'm going to go over here and do whatever. I'm support you, but shit, I ain't rapping no more. He didn't remove himself from it. He just changed position. He just got behind me. So he went from rapper to manager, quote unquote. I really still don't consider him a manager because it's my brother, man.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He went from rapper to manager, partner. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather call it a partner. And now that you know what I'm saying, now that this is more of a thing, now that I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm in this position and you the artist, shit, what the brand gonna be? What is this? You know what I'm saying? What do I really want to do? I think he started just to flirt with the idea of becoming a CEO of a starting his own label. Fuck, we're gonna be an independent label. We're gonna do our shit differently than the majors do it. We're gonna just bring a new thing into the world. And the name he came up with was Rich Vision, which was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I love that name too. It's just that shit, it sound, you know what I'm saying? It sound like some empowering shit. It sound like some new, like monumental shit. I like the whole theme and vibe of it. So that's all. The birth of Rich Vision just come on the heels of P's transition from artist to more of a Puff type of, you know what I'm saying, mogul type of standpoint. Yeah. It's the whole brand too, you know what I'm saying? Rich Vision ain't, you know what I'm saying, Rich Vision ain't non-existent while that's not put to the side while he in House of Highlights
He's literally
basketball
on his fucking
mode.
wall.
No, that's him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's him, you know what I'm saying? Whether he, that Rich Vision represents doing what you want. It's not all about music. P in the music world and the sports world. So, it's just a brand. It's a lifestyle brand. That's what it is. It's a lifestyle brand, and it was birthed from that, from, you know what I'm saying, from somebody figuring out themselves and deciding to, I'm gonna play the role that I think I should play, and I'm gonna do everything that I want to do. That's how it was built. And then I met Go Haze. Now it's three of us. Then we meet, you know what I'm saying, this person and that person. And it's just growing, man. It's a collective of different type of people, a couple artists, couple producers. Haze is an artist now. It's just a growing thing. It's a growing and living thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a creative lifestyle team. And that's really that.
How did you feel when, P first approached you with the idea for Rich Vision?
The idea for Rich Vision or like the decision for him to get behind me?
The idea for Rich Vision. Yeah.
I don't remember that conversation. Like, hey, this is what I'm gonna call it. I just remember him starting to call it. I don't think he presented it. Okay. Presented it in like a formal way. He ain't make it a big deal.
Slideshow and shit.
That nigga probably just threw that shit in his bio and you know what I'm saying. We all just follow suit type of thing. Or he might did tell us. I just really don't remember. But I know it wasn't like a big. He didn't lay it all on the table like, all right, y'all, this the goal, this what it's called. You know what I'm saying? It was very casual however he did it. So it wasn't really much of a thing. But I know I'm proud of what this shit has become for sure. And what it's growing into. I could tell you that. I could tell you how I feel right now for sure. I'm proud. Most definitely.
No, I was actually interested on the other end of the question about how did you feel about when he decided to kind of get behind you in the whole thing.
That shit was, it caught me totally off guard. I still got, you got to remember, bro, I wasn't rapping with the nigga like, man, Joe, this nigga, I ain't feeling no type of low-key way in my head. Like, man, I'm better than him, man. And shit, man, I wore out the band, man. It would be better if, it was just me. We in this shit. I'm right, it's my boy, we in this shit together. This is what it is. So I didn't even see that shit coming, period. It was totally left field. I still remember the day, I still remember that moment of like picking up my phone, getting them texts and reading that shit. I'm like, I was just like, well, my initial reaction is damn. Like, damn, was the number one word that came to my mouth. I couldn't believe that he was stepping down from music. You just got to remember, like I said, bro, P was rapping. P been rapping way before this shit was trendy. Y'all know everybody rap now. P was rapping the day I met that boy in 6th grade, 6th grade, I believe P been rapping.
I think I saw a tweet he put up the other day. It said on his wall, he said he wanted to get signed to Dreamville Records.
J. Cole will sign me. Yeah, I remember he had that shit plastered on his motherfucking, like above his bed, like taped up to the wall. Yeah, he was on that for sure. Like, P been rapping, bro, for a long time. So you gotta take that into account. You know what I'm saying? The nigga who been rapping since the day you've known him, he sending you a text like, hey, I'm done with that. You know he love that shit. He ain't say I don't love it no more. He was like, I'm not doing it for X reasons, X, Y, and Z, but I know how much he loved that shit, so I know that wasn't an easy decision for him. And I know P he not impulsive either. So if he texted me about this shit, he thought about this shit. This was a calculated decision. So I was mostly shocked that he even doing that. But then behind that shock was, you know what I'm saying, I realized the type of nigga I'm dealing with. I've been knew this was my boy for sure, but that, shit went on my admiration and appreciation for our friendship, you know what I'm saying, and our brotherhood for sure certainly grew in that moment. Just for him that shit spoke volumes, bro. I know, I ain't speaking about just niggas around me. I'm talking other situations or whatever. Like, you can see everywhere you look, bro, niggas want to be in that light, bro. Niggas want that attention. No niggas want the glory. Niggas want to shine even if it ain't they shine. Even if they not old to shine. They want to get next to something that's shining. Like, that shit is important to niggas for some fucking reason. A nigga like me, I don't want no glory for nothing that I play the back. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look at me unless I did something to deserve it. Like, that's just me personally. But just knowing that a lot of niggas out here is like that, and P had the, you know what I'm saying, and P is the whole total opposite, where he, you know what I'm saying, he the type of nigga he was real enough, he was wanted enough to, you know what I'm saying, not just remove himself from the situation, but to say, man, I'll pour myself into whatever, into the operation. I'll get behind you and help you with this shit. Instead, I'll be behind the scenes. I don't need motherfucker don't even got to see me, but I want to help you win. I was, so I was just proud. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to, you know what I'm saying, even just to know that you got the right people around you. Sometimes you look around and you ain't in a part of the right situation, you be like, damn, this ain't really my crowd. But, that was, I had the opposite of that moment, you know what I'm saying? That was a moment of satisfaction. Satisfaction, you know what I'm saying? Gratitude, right, gratisfaction. It was a moment of, you know what I'm saying? It was a moment of that, of just realizing what I got. You know what I'm saying? I realized I was a part of something. I knew this shit was going somewhere for sure. Just, you don't get these type of pieces to fall in place for no cause.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I was ecstatic, bro. I was after the other than the shock, I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic that you know what I'm saying, that bro would do that. That bro would be humble enough to change positions and take that step, for sure.
It also shows you the sign of a good leader too.
For sure.
Because you don't always have to be in control or be the main person to help a situation go right or something like that.
He the one who helped the most, and you damn near see the least in the operation. You don't be in no videos or nothing. You don't even know he helping. If you a Flex fan, shit, you would know him from watching interviews and shit. But if you just got up on me today and started following me throughout my career for the next couple months or something, you probably won't know who P is. But he the one who helped me make this album what it is and helped me make all of these decisions that helped the overall brand and process grow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, real selfless type of nigga, man. A real nigga for sure.
How did you run into Haze?
Mutual friend. On some, like, if you was like, hey, bro, like me and you go to school together, we meet from wherever we at, and I was at Western at the time, and one of my homies, you know what I'm saying, one of my homie Mike, he just like he found out I rap. You know, I was at Western rapping and shit too. I was 1 year in at that point. I was new to it, but I was rapping. Hey, bro, my homie, bro, I got a homie. He hard on the beats. Like you should fuck with him, bro. And it was go Haze. You feel me? He pointed Haze to my Twitter. Haze hit me with a DM. Rest was history. That's it. Just a mutual friend.
Because you want to talk about who the pandemic has affected in a negative or positive way. He's been fucking hot. Bro. I know you're not on Twitter like that, but man, bro, literally every day for like a month, 2 months, this man put out like a new beat.
I see it on his Instagram, man. It's probably more on Twitter, bro. Dude's just
hard, bro.
Working constantly.
Hard. But then
that's how you got to do it, though, you know?
Consistency.
But then, like, he also would put out, like, the motivational tweets and everything and all the other different kind of shit. Like, that's been one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Sure. Or, of course, the pandemic, like, without a doubt.
Rightfully so. That's him, too. I'm here to vouch, too. That's really who he is, too. Like, Haze is just that type of person. Haze don't really got nothing negative to say. He won't say it at all. We crack our little jokes, so niggas. Of course. We be popping our little shit in the group chat or whatever. But Haze embody that. What you see on his Twitter, that's that's definitely what you get in real life. Haze is he's that. You know what I'm saying? He's a motivational type nigga. He worked. That boy worked hard. Then a motherfucker, as you can see. I don't even gotta tell you that. And we all reaping the benefits, you know what I'm saying, the fruits of that label. You know what I'm saying? It's contagious. I gotta work. When Haze get in his bag, I get in mine. I say it all the time. Separation was easy for me to make. It was an easy thing to execute. Why? Not because I'm Mr. Super Rapper and I'm just the best nigga in the world, but because production plays a very large part in making an album. And man, like, how could I have went wrong when Haze was in his bag the way he was? You know what I'm saying? Like, the song start with a beat. Now, when I go to work on music, I load the computer up, go check my emails. Let me flip through these beats in here. Man, Haze was delivered. The song start with the motherfucking beat. Haze is just throwing me oops. He throwing oops, bro. Just all day. Nigga. What? He the best, bro. Nigga's hard.
What's your favorite beat on Separation?
That's a new question. Niggas always ask me my favorite song on Separation.
Yes. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
Everybody asks my favorite song on Separation.
Fucking go.
I be stumped. I don't really know how to pick one. Still don't got one because I love a lot of them bitches a lot equally. My favorite beat. Maybe without looking, maybe Fear God, but let me look though.
Favorite beat on Separation. That's tough. What about you, Pierce? You got one? I got mine. I've been listening to this shit for a while. I got mine. What's yours?
Don't say it.
Oh, okay.
Don't even say it.
Because I don't want to skew your opinion. I get you.
I got three now that I look. I don't know how to pick one. It's Christian Dior, Fearing God, and Found in Me. And you was gonna say
Found in Me. Yeah, yes, sir. Found in Me. Absolutely. I'm always be a big sample fan. I mean, my first really exposure to music, you thinking.
Yeah, it's between. I'm trying to pick one between. I'm gonna knock Fear God off, and I can't pick between Found in Me and Christian Dior though. Like that bop, that slow bop that Christian Dior got. Yes. That classic feel that shit got.
Thanks for asking. It's solid too.
For sure.
I mean, they're all really solid, but if I had to pick, bro, Found in Me is probably like the hardest. And
I ain't arguing. I ain't gonna argue with you at all on that.
And honestly, and let me get your thoughts on this. When you put out Glory, honestly, I really feel like Be Still could have been
Separation.
Yes.
Yeah, I already know. I said the same shit.
Yes.
I said it sounds like I made it during that.
Yes, it does.
I didn't though. That was you do have songs that get. Obviously, I recorded more songs than what ended up making the album, right. So some get left off. That shit really do sound like one of the songs that got left off, though.
Around that same time.
It do, but it wasn't, though. I made that shit afterwards. And, yeah, facts, real shit. Them samples, bro. It's the samples.
I love samples. Yeah, I'm always going to be... My first music experience was Kanye. Graduation, to be exact.
You can tell Haze is, you know what I'm saying, Haze is heavily influenced, inspired by Ye. Thank God he is.
What was your first music taste?
50. 50 Cent, my first favorite rapper. I'm heavy on like the what coast the East Coast like influence like Biggie and
like
know I'm-
Wu-Tang?
mostly Biggie and 50. Them was like
Okay.
my first like
Like 50s like
rappers
gangster
that I
rap?
loved. Yeah, 50 first the Massacre was the first album that I ever stop. The 50 was she trying to break out the cage.
If we brought her out and she sat, would she be calm or would she be all over the place?
She don't be doing too much.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Probably so. I don't know. Yeah.
It's whatever, bro. It's really nothing.
I don't want to. All right, I'll let her out. She gonna hell nah, bro. Because if we gonna waste 30 seconds of her saying hey to y'all, so fuck it.
Okay,
We
cool.
gonna continue. Yeah, but as far as the East Coast rappers and shit, 50 and Biggie. I remember my pops exposed me to music early. Like I remember being, you just remember random shit. I just remember being in the back seat as a little ass boy hearing a lot of shit. My pops is he big on music. I remember hearing hella everything from all the rap shit, LL Cool J and Biggie, Pac, and all the all the classic like rap artists to like Prince and motherfucking James Brown and shit. And I took a liking to to all that New York ass shit for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if he played, if I just heard a lot of New York shit growing up or what. But
Or was it the first thing you heard?
I don't know.
Because
man.
sometimes the first thing that we hear,
I know that 50 Cent, I know that Massacre album was the first album that I got to sit with. Like my pops went in the store. You remember niggas used to, well, you don't remember probably because we wasn't buying CDs, but remember when our CDs, niggas was buying CDs when we was young, when we was like 5th grade.
Graduate-
I got a CD for Christmas once.
Yeah,
I got
for
I
sure.
got a Chris Brown CD at the crib. And Graduation was on CD.
Yeah, we had CDs.
Yeah, we definitely had CDs.
Yeah, so
We weren't able to go buy them though. We were kids.
exactly.
That's what it was.
I remember my pops went to go. He stopped in the store to grab a CD, and he came back out with the Massacre, the 50 Cent, the Massacre CD, and he threw it in. And he was mad as hell when he realized he bought the radio version. He was mad. So he I don't know if he let me have it or I just took that bitch. And that was the first album that I sat with. Like I'm hearing music in passing at this point. I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
But this the first album, nigga. I'm finna put in the motherfucking like CD player or whatever the fuck I did. And really, I'm finna listen to this. I listened to that bitch and learned every word on that bitch. So that was like my introduction. That was me just falling in love with music in general. Not saying, oh, I want to rap now, but just enjoying music on some just music fan, music nerd type shit. That was the beginning of that for me. So yeah, that was my early inspiration. I'm still to this day. At this point in time, and since I was 16, Meek my favorite rapper. So still very much East Coast influence. Like he from Philly. Like I don't know what my affinity for that side, that style of rap. I don't know what it's about, but that's what I like.
What do you think Meek's best project is? His last album was really good.
Championship is Meek's best album. It could have went without if he would have made it more concise. If he would have cut. If the day that Meek make that album of all like real like that introspective like the street shit, the trauma type shit, and the championship, 100 Summers. If he would have stayed in that lane more and not tried the day that Meek leave the club records alone, he gonna have that flawless. He gonna make that flawless album. I think Meek like turned up shit always.
He's always been that turn rapper to me. So even hearing him on that track with Ellie Mae was kind of off for me.
It's a lifestyle thing. Like Meek, if you follow on Instagram, you see he be in the club. So it's natural for a nigga who be in the club and who living like that.
Riding
Wants to
4-wheelers
hear
and
his
shit.
music in the club.
want a club. That's how
saying?
he
Yeah.
living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he
facts.
ain't reaching. It's just the type of nigga he is. But that shit for the streets, you know what I'm saying? That shit that you just drive to, that's when he talking real shit, that's when Meek at his best. And I think that's when he in a league of his own too. Like he might be going bad is cool, but can't nobody fuck with Meek on the Tony Story side and on the Cold Hearted side, them type of songs. You know what I'm saying? Meek a different rapper when he get in a certain bag. So I just wish he stayed in that mode. But Championships though, nonetheless. If you take like 3 of them songs off Championship, perfect album.
I think the part that really blew me apart about the album is it was a good album, of course. And I'm not gonna sit here and say
I love it. I think that's his best one. I love that motherfucker.
and I'm not the biggest Meek fan, but like the whole feature really caught me off guard. And I think it really kind of reminded people that Meek
the whole feature?
Yeah.
Oh, what's free? Right.
Because it's just like, it kind of reminded people that Meek Mill's still that nigga. The whole shit with Drake or whatever kind of made people look at him differently. But That's still a talented dude.
Meek, the proof that whether you a fan of Meek or not, the proof that Meek is a special talent is the fact that he was able to reemerge after that Drake shit.
Yeah.
0% of artists was coming. I mean,
99.9% of people were not coming out of that shit.
Niggas wasn't. Ain't no coming back from that. Bro.
Nah, bro.
Ain't no coming back from that. You gotta be on some shit. You gotta be different to come back from that, bro. That's ugly. So that alone speaks volume, bro. That lets you know how important he is to the Meek, important to the culture, whether you like him or not. You know what I'm saying? For sure, and that's the proof. The fact that he still here is the proof. Before them making up, they made up after the fact. He still had a career after that shit. So he was a laughing stock for a little second. Nigga, you know the internet gonna be the internet. But
I ain't gonna act holier than now. I was definitely laughing at it. I remember that.
How could you not?
I was
it was rough.
disappointed in his performance. I thought he should have just responded a little bit quicker.
Way quicker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what hurt him, because when Drake dropped just those two and it's like, we're still waiting on your first response. It's like,
it was bad. It was bad, man. You gotta remember, I'm a fan. I'm the biggest Meek fan. So nigga, I was sick at some point for sure. I was frustrated right with you, but I knew he was gonna prevail though. He prevailed.
I just remember the night that shit happened. We got back from the J. Cole concert. We at the 2014 Forest Hills Drive tour.
Y'all got to see Cole live?
Oh, I've seen Cole live twice.
And, you've seen him twice. I've seen him once.
I've seen him twice. I saw the 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and then I saw the KOD tour.
I love to see Cole live. I ain't mean to cut you off.
You good, bro? No, you're good, bro.
It was amazing.
One of the best shows.
The best show I ever been to was a Jay-Z concert. I got to see him at the United Center, like on the 444 tour.
That was probably insane.
Fuck. I know that was crazy. Was Beyonce with him?
It was just him. That man performed for like, you gotta remember how old Hov is, bro.
40.
Hov damn near, Hov very close to 50. He was close to 50 at that time.
If you above 40,
he is 50 now. He probably is 50 now.
Yeah.
He might be at that time. He's probably like 47 or some shit like that. Performing with no backing vocals for 2 hours. Sounding.
Oh, he had no backtrack?
No, just straight beat, and that shit was sounding like that shit was all live vocal performance. That shit sounded just like the song. He did that shit for 2 hours, like a 2-hour set. That shit was crazy. You know how hard it is to rap for 2 hours?
No, I don't.
Perform for 2 hours? That's crazy.
I get winded 2 songs in when I'm in the car.
Yeah, no. I mean, bro, I be in the crowds trying to, and I get tired. So no, I don't know.
I've thrown my voice out in the first like 15 minutes of performing a couple times. Like,
really?
Yeah, you got that. It's a skill to that. Like, know how to control your breathing and your voice and shit like that. It's a whole art and skill to that, bro. So 2 hours, bro, I would have never been able to do that. That take a lot of practice.
Do you get in the gym so that you can perform better? Or were you before the pandemic?
I go to the gym just because. So, you know, so not because of the rap shit. So shit. I don't know if it helped my vocal performance though, if it helped my win though. I don't know. That's some shit I'm still trying to perfect. That shit take repetition.
You could maybe get on the treadmill and like rap.
Try to rap
and just kind of control your
That's
breathing.
smart.
That's what yeah, like I think singers do that. Like they walk they be on the treadmill and like heels and shit, like singing.
Just practice. Just you got to practice.
That's smart. But I always thought like if it's about physical conditioning, and that's why I hear, and I used to be confused as to like why certain rappers like you see them performing and they skip a word, they skip a song. I'm like, yo, he missed the whole line. What the fuck? But I get it. You fucking tired.
Trying to breathe, bro. Niggas is trying to breathe, bro. That's
when you see the rappers holding the mic out. Like, I hope they know the words to this song, man.
Yeah, that performing tiring, bro. For real, you need hella water when you perform.
What's been your longest performance, minute wise?
I performed an hour before. Like at my own show, you know, some headline and shit. I performed for a full hour, and that was exhausted after. I can only imagine how that nigga felt after 2 hours.
And he was 47.
He did brief intermissions, brief intermissions where he'll go change real quick and shit while you listen to another song. You damn near don't even notice.
Who opened? Who opened for that tour? Vic Mensa?
Vic and some more people. Vic Mensa and a couple more people.
Wow, Vic Mensa was on tour with JC?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Damn.
I didn't even know he had that many fans.
Shit.
Yeah.
Not even trying to.
Not even trying to shit on him. I just didn't know he was on tour with him. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Did Chance open that show too?
But they were on tour with, or they just opened up in that city.
It might have been the city because it's Chicago, so I wouldn't be.
Vic might have been on tour with him, bro. No bullshit.
That's what's up.
He might have been, bro.
That's fire.
Y'all don't remember seeing pictures of Vic and Jay-Z some years back? I remember that shit. So I wasn't shocked that he was there. I miss who the other openers was. I remember we went to the car We ran to the car real quick to motherfucker forgot something in that motherfucker. So we missed most of the openings, but we know Vic did for sure. We actually missed his performance too. We just know that he performed.
He just put out a project too. Vic Mensa did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He put out an album like a month ago, I think.
Haze just produced for him. Haze got a song with Vic now.
Yeah, that's where I heard it from, through Haze.
Yeah.
But what do you think are some of the keys to throwing a really good show live?
That's I'm a little confused about the question. To throwing one?
I'm sorry. Like as a performer. My bad. Yeah, not as a promoter, a performer. My bad.
Engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Engagement, knowing, like, having some sort of crowd control, knowing how to interact with the crowd, and knowing how to not know to everything I just said, but in addition, the sequencing, bro, the set list. I used to spend a lot of time, bro, like figuring out what to perform and when to go high and when to go low and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like how to level out the energy and shit, knowing not to do like 3 introspective songs in a row because the energy just gonna get too low. That's the hardest part. If you can master the track list, that should control. If you place all the right songs in the right spots, that'll control how the entire experience feel for the what's the name. So I would say good sequencing is very important for throwing a successful show. You know what I'm saying? You got to just keep that in mind, keep the energy in mind. You might love these 3 songs, but like, is it smart to do them back to back to back, depending how like the reaction that you're expecting from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to keep it fun.
Now, did you get a chance to perform Separation at all or no?
Nope.
That sucks.
I ain't performed. I can't wait to perform Sosa, bro. I cannot wait to perform Sosa.
So on your track, if you could kind of off the top of your head, what do you think your track list would be right now if you had to perform Separation tonight?
In 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
In 10 minutes, what?
When you leave here, you on stage.
I can't even do that on the fly right now. I couldn't. That's some shit up, nigga. I'm an overthinker, so I'm gonna overthink that.
Same.
I'm gonna change that bitch 15 to whatever I even tell y'all right now. Not even gonna be true. So shit, it'll be true at this moment. But before I get there, I'm gonna rearrange that motherfucker 2 more times.
You wanna make sure it's perfect.
Got to. I'm a perfectionist for sure. I don't be nitpicking like more. I need a good team around. I need like a couple of. So important to have them couple of guys you trust to run shit by.
Oh, yeah.
Not too many, because too many opinions is bad, because them 2 might say one thing, they say one thing, because now we just divide.
Too many chefs in the kitchen.
But for sure. But a couple of 1 or 2 opinions that you really trust, that you can rely on, definitely need that, bro, because I'm indecisive. So
I like to keep it at an odd number. If we're making a decision, if I include myself as an odd number, so it'd be me, him, and Jordan. That's 3 people. So that's odd. Whatever I think, whatever they think. And then, you know what I'm saying, oh, like, that was dumb. But
it's
like,
needed. Whatever your system is,
I love my system.
Every operation needs that. Every organization, operation, whatever the fuck you want to call it, y'all, that's needed.
Oh, I'm used to getting treated in the group chat. Man, niggas treat me like shit in the group chat.
Man, shit.
The truth. Motherfuckers, bro, I try to throw out, I say, yo, let's do milk cartons.
It is that
Why would you do milk cartons? That's a dumb idea. Bro, can you imagine throwing up like a Rich Vision or Separation on the side of a milk carton in 2019? I thought that'd have been a dope idea because who else is doing
where's
that?
the milk carton going, though? Like, what is it for?
Anywhere, in any stores, anything.
You ain't gonna be able to get it in.
Like missing people. Like, you just taking that.
I guess, but they don't even. I'm just saying. I'm saying this obviously is a really fucking hard idea to get on the side of a milk carton.
Right.
It's an idea though.
It's an idea, but like, can you imagine?
If you could pull that off, of course. Niggas is buying milk, so yeah. Then
Thank you.
Yeah,
everybody buy milk. So if you see that, like, plus it's also a thing where it's like, damn, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen something on the side of a milk carton in a very long time.
So it will catch your eye.
Thank you.
Do people look at milk cartons like that though?
No, because they know nothing's on it.
Ain't nothing there, but if you see something there, you certainly look for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's impossible to pull off. Now you need to know like a dairy, a milk company.
I would need a label behind me for the resources.
That's probably hella money too.
That's a ton of money I don't have. Absolutely. It was more just like, let me just shoot. Let me just shoot this shit out and see what happens type person.
But they could have. I mean, if that happened to be a bad idea, see, that's what you got to know. You got to. Some things I ask bro, I'll run by them, but I already decided. Like when I picked the name for my album, Separation, if bro them didn't like it, I was probably still gonna use that motherfucker because you gotta know a good thing, even if people don't agree. Sometimes they ain't gonna be able to see it.
Facts, yeah.
But if that was a bad idea, if the milk carton thing was a bad idea, and they told you no, that's better than a yes man. That's way better than a yes man.
Yes.
So you know them friends.
Before I wasted millions, I ain't got millions of dollars, but I went in debt because that's definitely $1 million project. Now that I'm really sitting and thinking about it, that's
for
a
sure,
lot.
Yeah,
It's a $2 million project, man.
You rather get treated by your friends, you know what
That-
I'm saying, than for them to be like, oh, yeah, bro, yeah, you should do that.
Sending you off and shit.
Yeah, send your ass right off.
Exactly.
Niggas
And-
send you off.
You know what I'm saying? And then like on top of that, like you had your decision because like Separation was your project. Well, like with the podcast, it was 3 of us at the time. And it's to this day it's 2 of us. So I can't just be I gotta consult my mans first. 100%.
for sure.
100%. So I don't know though. I'm just gonna fire it off and see what happens. I'm very impulsive at times.
I'd rather that though than not saying anything and then just talking
I'm
yourself
the
out of
opposite.
giving.
I'm the opposite. I sit and wrestle with some shit and think about some shit for days, hella days before I run it by the what's the name. Something bro them asked me, you got the title yet? I low key got it. I'm just not sure about it yet. I'm like, no, I don't even know yet. I'm gonna tell them. I know I'm gonna tell them tomorrow or the next day, but I just, you know what I'm saying. I be having to make sure I'm saying.
Yeah.
I be trying to make sure. You know what I'm saying. Just trying to see if I'm sure about this or not.
See, for you it's days, for me it's hours. I'm very
minutes.
And then you shoot it. You write in the group chat with it.
right in the
like,
group chat with it.
Yeah, no, I ain't like that. I was gonna say calculated, but no, I'm just an overthinker. That's what I do. I overthink. I hate it. It's good and bad because I'm not impulsive. Overthinking keeps you from being impulsive, which is good, but shit'll drive you crazy too.
But overthinking to paralyze you.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
if you let it.
yes. Like there be times I literally sit there, I'll be like, okay, what is about this? This is A, B, C,
And
D,
it's
E, F,
just
G.
stressful, nigga. Thinking that's just I wish I could just hit a button and just turn my motherfucking I had a knob where you just slow your thoughts down and just get yourself to relax.
Bruh, let me tell you how my brain worked. So as I told you, I was coming here, and even before it's I don't know if it's become like a ritual for me, but every time we have a guest, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a ritual or just how my body's gonna work, but it's like come to the free throw line. Do the same thing every time. Every time we've had on a guest, it's gone great, but my process before it is it gonna go good? Is the equipment gonna work? Damn, what's about to happen? It's a guest, could someone be there? Are they gonna cancel? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen? But then as soon as I get to it, whatever it is, I'm straight. Yeah. So like I'm in the car with her, and I'm like, okay, hope this goes well, yada yada. As soon as I park, I get off the phone with you, I'm like, we good.
Yeah, we straight. You just have to get here, and you just have to get over a certain threshold.
As soon as I step my foot out the car, I'm like, oh, we good. This shit finna go crazy. But then let me go home or whatever and be like, man, God, I hope this is received well. Well, then once I put it,
you finna get right back in your head. Yeah,
you know,
just live in your head a little bit.
Yeah, it's the balance between living in here versus living out here.
We all do, to some extent. Some just worse than others.
Do you have any ideas that you putting off? Not that I don't want you to share them because but do you have any ideas that you putting off that you overthinking about right now?
Yeah, I've been contemplating on this one idea for weeks now. Just regarding, I could share it a little bit. Just regarding how I want to release.
And I can edit it out too if you want.
If I'm not straight, just regarding how I want to, how and I know, well, not even how and if, because I know that I do want to. I'm trying to just see how I should go about my next release. Whether I should package something together or keep coming individually and when to do it. Really could have did this shit. What's today? Today, motherfucker.
Today's Monday.
Today, Monday. I really could have did it this past Friday and the Friday before that, but I'm just really, I can't even tell you why I didn't. I'm just overthinking. Like I told you I always do. You know what I'm saying? But I also know that I'm not hurting nothing by waiting either.
Facts,
So I just like to weigh my options until sometimes I weigh them bitches out till the last second. Which is fine though. Sometimes last second ain't too terrible.
It gives you clarity.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to rush a decision if you don't have to. You know
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just waiting on that right time right now.
Have you ever? This is an idea. I had this with somebody else, but no one used it. Well, you don't smoke, so I guess it don't matter. But and again, I have these ideas, but they're probably like stupid, crazy, hard to get. But what if you were to, and you don't smoke, so I guess it don't really matter.
No.
But maybe someone else out there, if you would get them printed on like blunt wraps.
What?
Like
What?
Like on blunt wraps.
What's printed on
On the rappers?
Yes, on the actual wraps themselves, like the 2-pack comes in.
Yeah.
Like say Separation. Say you were to get Separation printed on like a 2-pack of blunts. Everybody named mama smoke. You don't smoke, so it doesn't work for you. Unless you wanted to, shit, you can have it. I don't care.
Bro, one thing about branding, bro, if you could get that shit, if you could get that product name on anything that's gonna get seen by hella people, there is no bad idea. It's just that shit just get technical. Yeah, that just get technical.
It's technical and it's probably a lot of money, a lot of steps. You probably go through damn near.
You would need that endorsement for that. Yeah, and you have to persuade them to nigga put my shit on the.
And you're gonna have to go through the FDA.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, these ideas are good. They just seem impossible to pull off. Unless they just seem far fetched.
I'm a dreamer.
As you should be.
I just be
I
shooting.
didn't say they was not impossible. Almost impossible.
Very
damn near impossible, but not quite.
Travis Scott, he has a PS5 deal and a McDonald's deal.
Yeah,
and a shoe deal.
I couldn't believe when I just seen the PS5 one right behind it.
Wait. So he has his own PS5?
No,
just
like,
he got a
endorsing
PS5 commercial. He has a
That's
PS5
crazy.
deal.
The McDonald's one threw me off because when's the last time I seen somebody major with a meal?
Michael Jordan had a meal.
90s.
Yeah, in the 90s.
In the 90s, bro. A fucking meal?
Travis Scott getting
money.
He's getting money. But the meal, man, I was expecting something a little bit.
I expected something new.
Yeah,
That's
not
the fuck
just.
I wanted. I ain't want no shit I could buy.
What was
whatever.
it? A quarter pounder
with bacon. And barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and barbecue sauce on that bitch.
It's on the side.
Okay.
It's like a little packet.
I thought it was gonna be something new they introduced to the menu, not just some shit you can order separately.
I don't know. I guess it's just whatever they order. I think Quavo has one too.
They got
getting one.
they got them rap snacks. First of all, them shits are disgusting.
It can't be a small. I heard rap snacks was decent. You probably just had the wrong flavor.
Snacks. When I do
never
get
had
them,
none.
they're decent.
I never had none of them bitches.
Decent.
That bag gotta be ridiculous though, bro.
What?
McDonald's and PlayStation, Sony, nigga,
and Nike.
You got like his fan base, as much as it is like us, it's also
kids,
white kids at that.
I think more
less kids.
Way more white kids than us for sure.
You know what's crazy though? It's like we went to go see YB and Corday. Was it this year?
I fuck with him. I like him.
Corday, he hard. And people have always talked about, white kids are running rap. White kids are running rap. And, I hear and I believed it, but this first time we saw it, we were literally, me, him, and our guy, 3 black people. We were probably 3 of maybe 8 black people in that whole show. The rest was just young white kids. It was crazy.
It's a lot of rap, a lot of concerts. I mean, that one, the Logic one we went to.
I expected that, though, because Logic is half white.
Yeah, I think
it's beautiful.
I think it always been like that though, bro. It been like that. I don't think that's even nothing new. That's just the main consumers. They love the culture, bro. They just love our shit. It's just funny because a lot of them kids are the same kids who probably don't even like black people like that. They probably be saying little slick shit, little racist shit. Don't even probably know they racist.
Or their parents don't fuck with it.
But the culture though. They like that music and all that shit, all the dances and shit.
The like TikTok and all the other shit like that. Yeah.
It's been like that. They the main consumers.
So if you had to, what do you think your main consumers are, music wise? Like if you had to describe a Flex fan.
I think it's changing, man. I think my demographic getting since like post separation. I think my demographic getting a little older. My music, Separation is like a grown like them. That shit is like niggas who love rap, like how rap used to be, like. That's I can see that I got a lot of those new type of fans. A lot of my new supporters are from that cloth, damn near older than me type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, the new, and considering that's like the new, you know what I'm saying? That's my direction now, for the most part. Shit, my demographic is looking like niggas my age and up, kinda. You know what I'm saying? I think my music as I go forward, bro, less and less I think kids will learn to like me later. Like, I remember, I don't know if what did I just say this is? What the fuck was I just saying this? I was just talking to somebody and I was telling them how, like, I had to get older to like Jay-Z. When I was younger, I was fucking with 50, fucking with Biggie, Pac and them for sure. I knew about Jay-Z too, but I just never liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get older and I'm like, oh. Okay.
It's understand what you're talking about.
Exactly. That shit going right over your head as a kid. If you don't like the bop of the song, you ain't gonna like.
It's a grown man maturity thing. I think.
So I can see a lot of kids I can see kids growing to like Separation one day. But shit, for the time being, I think mature people are. You know what I'm saying? Mature people with a sound mind. That's what the new Flex fan is like.
That's what I appreciated about it. It had just ranging. I mean, you had songs you were just like talking your shit.
You gotta pop your shit on a couple of them, or at least one.
Of course,
you know,
of course.
For that balance.
You was talking
Sosa
your
was
shit.
needed for sure. Sosa was definitely needed.
But then you also have balance with like Found in Me, and then a few other tracks. So I think you did a great job on it. But
thank you.
What did Separation teach you about yourself?
Man, the funniest part about Separation, bro, is like I listened to that shit. I was never being nobody else or nothing, but it was a point of time. I started rapping when I was 18. Do you think you fully understood yourself when you was 18-year-old?
I still don't.
Okay, so we can all agree. What about you?
Hell no.
We can all agree that you gotta grow up to learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you making music at 18 and you didn't know yourself at 18 or 19, 20, or 21 for that matter, you making music not knowing your music should reflect who you are, but the whole time as a person, you don't even know who you are yet. So the music is just reflective of whatever the fuck
of the time
thinking
that you're in.
That time that you're in right now. So at this point, you know what I'm saying, fast forward to 2020, you know what I'm saying, when I make an album like Separation and I listen back to it, that shit is truly reflective of the person I am. Like I listen to that shit and I be like, you know what I'm saying, I be damn near tripped out. It'd be like being in another body listening to another person kind of, you know what I'm saying? I really hear myself in that motherfucker. That album is truly reflective of me. So that shit helped me, like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that it resonated with me so much let me know that I do have a much better, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, right now, at the age 25, I have a far better understanding of who I am. So that's what the album taught me about myself. It's just that simply that I do, if I don't fully yet, I'm pretty close to just having a good idea of who I am. You know what I'm saying? That album taught me a lot about identity, my identity. You know what I'm saying? I got a stronger sense of self through creating that process, through creation of that, the whole process of that, and looking back on it, that's what it taught me. Like, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Everything on that I'm talking about, I represent that. From the ignorant shit to the founding me's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's all, we all got different sides to us. That's all of me. But for the most part, the message is a good one, and that's me.
Last time I was with Jordan, he was playing me some like your older stuff. And what was the name of the song? Was it 100 Boys? Was it? Yeah. What was it? It was. It was just you, I think. 200 Degrees, I think it was. 200 Degrees. 200 Degrees. That was something that really kind of just hit. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Yeah, you cut it off.
We was talking about you was talking about the video you seen.
Yes, he was in the backyard, people with the hoodie on. Yeah. And that was to hear that and then listen to Separation. It's like huge difference.
Tremendous difference, tremendous growth, tremendous, you know what I'm saying, just contrast.
Mm-hmm.
And exactly, just what I was saying about, I wouldn't say I was, that's not a song.
Musically, obviously I don't know you as a person, but musically, it was different. I'm sorry.
It was different. That was reflective of the time. You know what I'm saying? Just, that was completely in line with the way that was on my first mixtape. That was on my first tape. That was in 2015. So just rewind 5 years ago, and that's where, you know what I'm saying, that's just where I was creatively and as a person. That was like that was me on that day that we shot that. That was what it was at the time. You know what I'm saying? And my thinking at the time lined up with what the fuck it ended up being. I oversee all my videos, so there's no video out there that I didn't want, that slipped through the cracks that I didn't want to be out there. That was me. It's just not me today.
Growth, though.
Growth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's really good to see that. I love seeing artists
develop.
You know what I'm saying? I hate when I see an artist, I've been listening to them for however long, and it's just the same sound the whole time. I'm like, I know you're going through some other stuff. I know you've grown. Like,
right.
Tell me something about that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's really dope to see artists kind of come from, not that where they were at was bad, just to kind of see the progression themselves.
But just on some human shit, we grow, we change, we develop, we evolve. So something not adding up when I've been listening to you since I was young and your content is the exact same.
Yeah.
It just don't make sense. So just on some normal shit, just on some human shit you expect. It's like, nigga, all right, come on, like do something else. Like, come on.
Do we have an artist that has changed his content? That has not changed his content and
Nicki
still
Minaj.
good one.
You said Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj.
I said Juicy J.
That's what I was gonna go with.
J.
Consistency, but he's done it. And that's honestly,
That's a good one too.
I really feel like, and I don't want to get a top 10 debates. I mean, we can, but it's just like I really feel like Juicy J is one of the best rappers ever. Because if you think about it, to do the same thing and over the same type of beats for 20 odd years, 20 plus, he's been rapping longer than we've been alive.
But are you impressed? Are you still impressed by the 2020 Juicy J as you were when he was in his glory days? You're not.
No, you're right.
So
I expect it.
So who has delivered? Who has been? That's a better question. Who's somebody who's had the same approach for 10 plus years and it's still effective? You still enjoy it.
Well, bro, you said Nicki, but like,
question.
wasn't the Pink Print kind of off brand of what she normally? Because when she was on YMC, like a Young Money, like those big tracks, she was like bars. But like the Pink Print was more of like a pop approach. So did she kind of swerve a little bit?
The subject matter never changed. Nicki pop her shit first and foremost. That's what she do. Rain, sleet, or snow. Nicki finna pop her shit. She finna call bitches her sons. And bitch, I spent this on that. And she just gonna talk fly shit. Mm-hmm. That been and which is I'm not criticizing that whatsoever. That's just how that's her thing. She's giving us that, and she and whatever year that was, she started doing the super bass shit. She went pop a little bit. Mm-hmm. She go from pop to the rap shit. She go back to popping her shit. Pills and Potion is the only song that I remember that's slightly off brand for her. Where she kind of
talked about
something. Yeah, it's either a love, but it's all the same content relatively though. Nick, do you know anything? Tell me something you've learned about Nicki Minaj on her last couple albums since she's become a 30-year-old woman.
I'm be honest with you, I'm not a big Nicki fan. I don't listen.
If you looked, you wouldn't find it.
If you looked, I've looked.
You wouldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? Update us on your life. Like, give us some dope content, bro. Nicki gonna be 37 talking about, y'all my sons. Bitches is my sons.
I would get bored. Yeah.
That's why she left the door open for. That's why the female rap game is shaped differently now, I think. So she left the door open, I feel like. Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's a good point. I mean, you even look at a good example of growth evolution, I think. You look at Tyler sonically versus when he first started, I couldn't stand none of that shit. When
even Tyler, even immature as Tyler, you remember how immature they brand was to like immaturity.
Rebels.
That literally was their brand. Like they was just off the wall, like little ass kids, just annoying kids to adults. But even for Tyler to open up, Tyler's opening up about his sexuality, nigga. That's crazy. They was the main one throwing that F word out there. So that's necessary though, bro. Mm-hmm. Be vulnerable. It helps to treat your music. Each Flex album y'all get will be like y'all can count on it to be an update on where I'm at the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it should be.
Exactly. That's how it should be, bro. When Certified Lover Boy drop, I know we finna get the Drake always have kept us in tune. Like you feel like you feel like it's a recap on what he had at the time. Every time you get an album and shit, you should feel like you know the artist a little bit better, an updated version of, or at least if it's a conceptual album, at least you know what they thinking about.
That's like Cole. Like
Cole was like he was very concerned. He had enough on his heart about drug addiction and shit to make a whole fucking album about it. Like that's what's. He may not have been talking about himself on the album because he don't have a drug problem, but at least he telling us what's rubbing him wrong and what's, you know what I'm saying, what his focus is these days and what he concerned about. That's what artistry is, you feel me? So it's just like how many times can you successfully do the same trick? It's necessary. It's completely necessary that you open up eventually, bro. I don't know nobody who haven't. Maybe it is somebody, but I don't know him.
I feel like the closest person who hasn't really changed their sound, but has maintained or has gained popularity to be Future. But even then, he dropped that double album, Future Hendrix, and the Future side was like more softer
True.
of the two. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, but I'd imagine he's probably the most, because he talks about the same shit.
Probably the best example because he vulnerable in his music, but he always have given us that too though. It's not like it's anything new. But the thing about being vulnerable is it's not really like a trick. It's not like, hey bro, you've been using the vulnerable trick since your first album, bro. We want some new nigga. If my vulnerable in 2005, it's not gonna be the same as 2010 because I'm telling you new shit now. So it's like as long as the story evolve, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think it's room for you can keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now if you telling us about the same issues, then maybe that's different. But I think if you listen, he opening up about shit.
He does. In a couple of his songs, you could tell he's opened up a little bit more. So
yeah, so I think that's important. You know, nigga, let us know that, you know what I'm saying? I think fans feel like they feel like you owe it to them to say something sometimes.
You know what? Shit.
Yeah, I mean, they
for in all
don't,
honesty,
you
but
know.
we would appreciate it.
Exactly.
I feel like it shows a human side, you know, because you just see if someone just kept talking about how much money they got, I mean, you know, bitches they fucking this, and that, versus, you know, actually kind of
the best artists relate. The songs that will live forever. The songs that will live forever is the ones that remind people of a time and resonate with. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? People feel like you listen to a song and be like, damn, I feel that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah,
I feel like vulnerability is almost relatability. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
same thing. Just I think music is about resonate. Music that will last. Timeless music is the music that's relatable. That make you know what I'm saying. That can make people feel. It evoke emotions.